Hello future engineers, there is another video in trigonometry, particularly on geometric properties involving angles. So here we go. There is also one item for you to participate in the last part. So vertical angles have the same angle measure shown. So these angles are called vertical angles. We have two rays intersecting two rays, then these are called vertical angles, this and this, as well as this angle formed between two rays. So that if I denote this angle as theta and the other angle as this angle also is equal to theta, and the adjacent part, another vertical angle alpha, this is the corresponding equivalent vertical angle alpha also. So notice that the sum of the angles theta and alpha form a straight angle, and the straight angle is 180 degrees. Therefore, theta plus alpha equals alpha plus theta equals 180 degrees. Then we have here two parallel lines, and the line that intersects the two parallel lines is called a transversal. Then we have form equal angles also here, and straight line angle again. So that's the transversal. So if I call this theta, this angle measure is also theta, and which is equal to this angle here and this angle here, because we have the same line here, same parallel line, and this is one common angle, transversal angle. So the angle formed between the one of the parallel lines and this transversal, if I call that theta, this is the same parallel line as this, and this is the same transversal. So the angle measure here is also theta, which is equal to this angle by the principle above. And if we call the other angle as alpha, this angle is also alpha, which is equal to this angle here, and therefore equal to that angle there. Again, alpha plus theta is equal to theta plus alpha. They form a straight angle and equal to 180 degrees. Then we have similar triangles with the same interior angles and therefore proportional sides. So that's the definition of similar triangles. Because for similar triangles, sides are proportional, then the ratio of corresponding sides must also be equal. So for instance, we have here a triangle with this line here parallel to that, so we apply this principle of parallel lines here. So this side will be called the transversal of these two parallel sides or parallel rays. So if I call this angle alpha and the other measure here as beta, this is also beta by the principle that there. If I call that theta, this angle measure is also theta. So remember that we have two parallel lines, and this serve as the transversal line. So if I call this theta, that's also theta. If I call this beta, this is also beta by the principle above. So we have similar triangles. We mark the sides as original, the bigger one, ABC, and the ends of this parallel segment, line segment, would be B prime and C prime. So for sides opposite to alpha, we have BC prime in the smaller triangle and BC in the bigger triangle. So the ratio should be the same. That is, BC prime as to BC equals, so we next have opposite of beta, AC prime equals AC. And we also have opposite of theta for the smaller triangle AB prime as to AB. Or we can interchange position, we change this equation into BC prime as to AC prime equals BC over AC. BC prime as to AC prime is also equal to BC over AB, or AC prime over AB prime equals AC over AB, and so on and so forth. So we have BC prime, B prime C prime, E prime C prime opposite of alpha as to AC prime, which is opposite of beta, so opposite of alpha as to opposite of beta. For the smaller triangle, then it is equal to opposite of alpha is BC, and opposite of beta in the bigger triangle is AC. So that's why you have AC here. Then another proportion of sides, AC prime opposite of beta as to opposite of theta. So opposite of beta is AC prime in the smaller triangle. Opposite of beta is opposite of theta is AB prime equals opposite of beta in the bigger triangle is AC as to opposite of theta, which is AB here. And finally, we have opposite of alpha as to opposite of theta. Opposite of alpha in the smaller triangle is BC prime. Opposite of theta rather in this smaller triangle is AB prime. Then equals opposite of alpha in the bigger triangle is BC as to opposite of beta in the bigger triangle is opposite of theta in the bigger triangle is AB. Or you just rearrange this similar triangle or by ratio and proportion from this equation. Just separate. So we maintain the ratio opposite of, let us say, alpha to opposite of beta, opposite of alpha to opposite of theta, opposite of beta over opposite of theta, and so on and so forth. So it's easy to remember this relation by ratio and proportion only in these similar triangles. So remember the definition of similar triangles. Then let's have this problem applying these concepts. Use the given figure to find the measures of the numbered angles given that lines M and N are parallel. So this is the given figure and we have M and N parallel. So these are the givens. So by definition here. So if we answer the question in numerical order of these numbers here, so angle 1 is also 55 degrees. So this is 55 because 55 degrees is equal to this angle here, angle 1. Then this 55 degrees angle between this transversal and this parallel line N is also the angle between M and this transversal here. So it is also equal to angle 10. Is 55 degrees. It is equal to angle 1, angle 10, angle 9 and 10 equal to 1 also. For the rest, angle 3, so this transversal here and this parallel line is the same angle as this line N and this transversal. So it is angle 3 is also angle 7 and angle 7 equals angle 8. So since angle 7 forms an angle with 120 degrees, a straight angle, therefore angle 7 is 180 degrees minus 120. So angle 7 is 60 degrees. This is also 60 degrees. Angle 8 is 60 degrees. Angle 6 is equal to this angle 120 degrees. And angle 4 together with 55 degrees is also equal to this 120 degrees. So beginning with angle 1, angle 1 is 55 degrees. So take note of that. And angle 3 is equal to angle 7 because angle 7 is equal to 60 degrees. So angle 3 is also 60 degrees. Since angle 1 is 55 plus angle 3 60 degrees, so 55 plus 60 degrees is 115 degrees. Therefore, angle 2, which is equal to angle 4, is 180 degrees minus angle 1, 55, minus angle 3, 60. So that's 180 minus 55 is 125 degrees minus 60 degrees, which is angle 3, is 65 degrees. So 55 plus 60 is 115. 180 degrees minus 115 degrees is 65 degrees. So angle 2 is 65 degrees. Angle 3 is 60 degrees. Angle 4, which is equal to angle 2, is 65 degrees. Then angle 5 is equal to angle 3 since angle 3 is 60 degrees, so angle 5 is also 60 degrees. Angle 6 is equal to 120 degrees. Angle 7 is 60 degrees, I already mentioned. Angle 8 is 60 degrees. Angle 9, which is equal to angle 10, is equal to 55 degrees. So 1 is 55, 2 is 65, 3 is 60 degrees. That would be the measurement. So angle 1 55, angle 2 65 degrees, angle 3 60 degrees, which is equal to angle 7. So angle 1 55 equal to that. Angle 2 is 65. I already explained this because angle 3 is equal to angle 7, 60. So angle 2 is 180 degrees minus 55 degrees minus 60 degrees. So angle 2 is equal to 65 degrees. Angle 3 is 60 degrees. Angle 2 is equal to angle 4. So that's why angle 4 is 65 degrees. Angle 5 is equal to angle 3. Since 3 is 60, angle 5 is also 60 degrees. Angle 6 is equal to 120 degrees. Angle 7 is 60 degrees. Angle 8 60 degrees, 60, 60. Angle 9 is equal to angle 10 equals this angle 55 degrees as explained. But that's it for that problem. Then, if the measure of angle 1 is 140 degrees, find the measure of the remaining numbered angles. Lines M and N are parallel. So here is the given figure. So if angle 1 is 140 degrees, then that's equal to angle 4, which is equal to, since angle 1 we have seen transversal, these two lines are parallel. Angle 1 is also angle 5, and angle 5 is equal to angle 8. So angle 1, 140, angle equals angle 4, equals angle 5 equals angle 8. Angle 4 equals angle 5 equals angle 8. Then 1 and 2 form a straight angle, straight line angle. So 2 is 180 degrees minus 140 degrees. So this is 40 degrees. Angle 2 is equal to angle 3 equals angle 6 equals angle 7. So angle 2, angle 2 is 40 degrees. 180 minus angle 1, which is 140. So 40 degrees, which is equal to angle 3, which is equal to angle 6 and equal to angle 7. So that's it for that problem. So for the next exercise, find the measures of each marked angles in the figure. So we have vertical angles. These two angles are equal. So 5x minus 129 in degrees, all this in degrees, is equal to 2x minus 21 degrees. So 5x minus 2x is 3x. Then transpose negative 129 to the right. 129 minus 21 is 108. So 3x equals 108 degrees. Therefore, x is 108 over 3, and that is 36 degrees. So having found x 36 degrees, 5 times 36 is 180. 180 minus 129 is 51 degrees. And 2 times 36, 72. 72 minus 21 is also 51 degrees. So each of these vertical angles is equal to 51 degrees. So 51 degrees, 51 degrees. Next, another vertical angles. These two angles are equal. 11x minus 37 degrees equals 7x plus 27 degrees. So 11 minus 7 is 4x. 37 plus 27 is 64 degrees. So x is 64 over 4. So x is 16 degrees. So 11 times 6 is 11 times 16 rather is 176 degrees minus 37 degrees is 139 degrees. 7 times 16 is 102 degrees plus 27, 112 degrees plus 27 degrees is 139 degrees. So each of these vertical angles is 139 degrees. So 11x minus 37 equals 7x plus 27 equals 139 degrees, as already explained. And you can use your calculator to verify that each of these vertical angles is 139 degrees. Next, we have here a triangle and the interior angles given. So the sum of these interior angles is 180 degrees. That is x plus 20 degrees plus 210 minus 3x equals 180 degrees. So 2x minus 3x is negative x plus 230 degrees equals 180 degrees. So that means 230 minus 180 degrees is x. So x is 50 degrees. So if this is 50 degrees, 210 minus 3 times 50 is 110 minus 150. So 50 degrees, this is 60 degrees. And 50 plus 70 is 70 degrees. So the angles x 50 degrees. This angle 210 minus 3 times 50. 210 minus 150, 60 degrees, and that's 50 plus 20, 70 degrees. So 50 degrees, 60 degrees, and 70 degrees. And finally, for your part, this is the given triangle. So you add all these angles, equate it to 180 degrees, and you will notice that each of these interior angles is 60 degrees. So I will leave that to you as your exercise. So that's it for this video.